all here today because each of us in this room has power. And the question is, how are we going to use it?
The fight for justice, for freedom, for self-rule has really never been easy. We're so fortunate to have all of you in this room and in this fight because, as they say, freedom is an endless meeting. So today, we invite you to participate as democratic citizens.
If you ask any Puerto Rican mother, how do you make a recipe that they love, they'll just say, put whatever you have. Whatever it is that you got in the cupboard, put what you have. And I feel like that is the strategy. Whatever we got, we're putting it on the table.
In the room today, we have funders, we have scholars, we have organizers, we have leaders, we have writers. We really hope that we can bring all of your voices into the conversation, so please ask questions.
Who builds and sets the table of power in the first place?
What do you see as a fundamental bridge between that gap of our history, our legacy, and envisioning reforms that are truly new and relevant to our modern society?
How do we do this work? What are the relationships we need, the strategies we need?
What new formations would the panelists love to see if you could dream and invent anything?
I don't think that there's a magical answer. We've got to do the hard work of changing the way that people understand themselves and their future and creating the possibility for them and with them that the future, it can be different and that we get to shape it. But frankly, we have to heal as well. We've got to get real about our history and the harm that it has caused.
One cannot imagine the solution as nostalgia, restoration, because the question has to be, what are we nostalgic for? The very conditions that led to the present crisis.
I want you to act like the house is on fire because it is.
This isn't just a small political change. This is like Copernicus taking the Earth out of the center of the universe, or Darwin saying that we are descended from apes. It is a sense of purpose and order and privilege that has been promised to people and that rules and norms have been built around. And you know what? Darwin and Copernicus were both right.
Reimagination means recentering whose voices get to tell us what the radical future should look like. How can we make sure that in every kind of room we have people who are actually experiencing the consequences of the various dysfunctional forms of governance that we're talking about and the consequences of public policy, not be a voice for them, but create formations that have space for their voices.
You go out there and you start re-establishing the norms and the public responsibilities of what is possible in government even before the resources are there, even before the political will is there. Because if you truly believe in co-creation and people power, then you will believe that a mass number of people can reshape the boundaries of what's possible.
The priority has to be on both mission and belonging. You can't have one without the other. And so I think that's an encouragement for all of us in the room, is to make sure that we are thinking about our rhetoric and thinking about our resources, funding things that are not only bringing to bear mission, but are also bringing together belonging, and the kind of belonging that builds bridges.
I want to be in a fight with all of you, right? I want to be in coalition. It is more important to fight with a group of other people for something that is in general good than to get my thing on the table first.
We have been educated to believe that we don't have power and we don't have voice. What we need is a different kind of education that actually centers people's power and teaches them how to find a place and rethink their place within the polity and within society.
I can't be the author of what this dream should look like. It really should be led by the people.
It's just been beautiful to see folks who once had to take to the streets, who once felt completely powerless in a situation, now reclaiming their power.
There is courageous, transformative work that many of you are actually currently involved in.
Time is the most precious thing that we all have to give to this fight. And if everyone who's here today actually got a chance to meet everyone who's here today and have a real conversation, we'd be a good step forward to be a shared ecosystem, a shared community of folks pushing this fight for the next 30, 40 years.
We together have to put the community back in community organizing and the social back into social justice. And so anything that helps to facilitate that, I think, has the potential to save the world.